Alright, I'm going to just do some quick modifying of animations. As you can see, this is the mesh that I got for Operation Titan. However, there are a few things that are a little off. So if you want to start editing an animation, first thing you want to do is get to the animation. This is the animation set. You can actually switch that to any of these. Just double click these and it should be able to switch to these ones. But as you can see, the right hand seems to be okay. However, the rifle seems to be clipping a little bit. So we're going to change this a little bit. So the best way to start is from an idle pose, or if you want to choose one of these, it shouldn't matter too much. All you have to do is come to the bottom here and press pause. To find this, you just go to your character and you go to the physics assets or the skeleton mesh. Doesn't really matter. You double click it, and then you go to the blueprint, or sorry, animation. And you should be able to edit any sort of animation. So it seems like all of these hand placements seem to be a little funky or broken. So the right hand seems to be okay, but the rifle does seem to clip through the player. We're going to fix that, and at the same time, we're going to fix the left hand being all screwy with the fingers and the watch. So let's do that real quick. So we're going to go through here our bone list. We're going to find the right clavicle because that's where the arm is. We're going to not move the right arm, but we're going to move the lower arm of the right side. And we're going to twist a little bit. Cool. Just enough so it's not clipping too much. And then we move the upper arm slightly out like a chicken wing. See, it kind of evens out a little bit. Press play real quick so you can kind of see what's going on here. So you see that it's kind of coming back in. So what we'll do is we'll move this gun to the weapon is actually part of this too. Oops. So we're going to search weapon and we're going to twist you back this way downwards into the hand. We don't want to stretch out the arm, so right about here is going to be good. We can point it down. There we go. So this actually looks good. So we're going to press play again. Okay, that feels a little more natural. I'm going to pause it again. And now we're going to get a look for the fingers. We can start with the fingers or we can do the watch. Either one works. We'll do watch first since that's just one thing at a time. And I notice the scale is a little bit off. You're going to want to switch to translate. I don't know why the watch is right here. But we're going to adjust it to where we feel it fits the hand a little bit better. Right about there. And then I'm going to rotate this. Now, depending on how you like it rotated. Oof. Ooh, it's rooted like that, huh? Okay. So at first, let's find the rotation, then we'll adjust from there. We'll do right about there. And then from there, we'll move it around. Now, typically, you don't want to have something like this. And yeah, okay. So I like this placement of the watch, but I feel like the watch is too big. So what I can do, oh, that's why. Okay, I was clicking the wrong one. Okay, cool. That makes it a lot easier. And then if I want to scale this down, so yeah, it's too big of a watch. Let's go and scale this down. Click on this R. We're gonna one. Oops, too much. Let's just go to the scale 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. Where'd you go? That might be a little too small. So let's try 7.5. 7.5. Don't worry, it'll center again once all these are matching. And if you actually want to, I don't know if you can lock it through here. I guess not. You can't lock it, so it's all uniform scale. That looks pretty good. We're going to move it just a little bit more. Perfect. So now the watch feels like it's fitting a lot better. We're going to save it. Now let's work on the fingers. The fingers are actually fairly easy to find. This is the left hand, so we'll just go left hand. Or actually just L, and then you'll find this. Okay. Close that. Close that. Don't need the right hand. Don't need the ribs. Don't need this is it. Yeah, no, we're good on this one. Okay, so all of this is just the hand right here. So once we get the hand placement, let's make sure that's lined. The hand is fine. Let's check the fingers. The thumb is a little off, so let's raise it. So there's a couple bones here, 3 bones. There's the base bone, which you want to always alter first. And we're going to do this. And then we're going to kind of close it in. And the thumb tip is actually a little too far. I'd rather be like this. Cool. Now we'll start with this. Pinky's off a little bit. We're going to change that. Ring finger. Always start from the base bone. And then middle finger. You can adjust the fingers. Now we're not even looking at the top knuckles. We're just looking at the base knuckles right now. I'm going to go to index. I'm going to kind of change this a little bit. And we want to kind of make sure that they're aligning. So the hand is here. So the finger should be straight, a little bit more straight. So now we can start kind of going to the second knuckle. The second knuckle, you'll see, is kind of crooked. This kind of fixes that a little bit. And I kind of want to stretch it a little bit and then use the tip to kind of arch. Not too much. And I kind of want to twist this way. Perfect. Now with that done, we can start with the other fingers. Let's do the middle. Kind of bent a little too far. That feels a little better. And then we're going to do the ring finger, second bone. However, I do think the tip is a little exaggerated, so I'm going to stretch that back out. And the pinky, make sure the pinky is fine. Cool, I think I like the pinky. Now we got to fix the bending of the fingers here. So let's go back to the middle finger. Cool. Fix that slightly. Slightly at an angle. Cool. And the ring finger. Smooth just the back. Just touch. I think for the most part you should be fine there. Slight. Nope. Wrong way. There we go. Still kind of looks weird on the middle finger, so let's adjust that a little bit more. Pull you back a little straighter. I'm going to move the second knuckle a little bit more. Pointer. Pretty much you just kind of fix a little bit ring finger. I think we can actually move the middle knuckle just a tiny bit. Slightly move it. I'm pretty happy with the placement here. Cool. Saving that. Now let's press play. It does move a little bit, so you might have to switch between keyframes. So here it starts bad, but here it ends good. So we'll go to the frame, and we'll edit the finger. So now we're at a good frame here, and then we just individually go through all these fingers. Actually, not. Don't want to do that one. It's good. Here, okay. So we'll start with all the fingers again. Ring finger base, middle finger, index. We're going to add that as a key. Just so it's not clipping. Right here it is clipping. Save that. We're going to do that again. Finger, middle finger, pinky. Where'd pinky go? There you go. I kind of want to move the pointer again. And ring finger, middle finger again. Slight adjustments. And thumb. Where's the thumb? Cool. Another keyframe. Save. That should track a little better. That way it's not clipping through the gun. Now, pretty much from here you just kind of fine tune it to pretty much match where the rifle is at a given point, and then you'll fix it from here. But for the most part, I just didn't want it to clip, and it's still clipping on the thumb, so what I'll do is pause the animation again, get it at the frame where it's matching, mess with the thumb here. Thumb. Okay, let's press play again. Cool, right? There we go. And that's just editing slight animations.